With designs on the big prize now on BBC1, today's 3 contestants with no time to spare.
Here's your host for Every Second Counts, Paul Daniels.
Thank you, audience. Very nice. Nice, lively audience. And to the viewer who's written in and asked, why do I always do a little skip halfway down there, it's because it's a ramp. Maybe you can't see that on the telly, it's a ramp, and I'm always worried I'll go and finish up where I shouldn't. So there you are. That's why I do it. Useless information to the other 9.5 million viewers, but for one, we've made one viewer very happy. Isn't that nice, yeah? And we're going to now make some other people very happy when they win. Let's meet the first couple who are contestants.
And our first Every Second Counts couple, Paul, are Patrick and Angela O'Brien from Birmingham, West Midlands.
Great. OK, tell me all about him. What's he do?
This is Patrick. He's
Hi, Patrick.
An exhibitionist carpenter.
He's a what? Oh, a carpenter. An exhibitionist carpenter. You go around saying, this is my woodwork.
Basically, yeah.
Right, OK. What's an exhibitionist carpenter do, then?
Build ideal home, boat show, stands.
Oh, I see, all the stands and all that stuff. Do you know how to knock nails in without banging your fingers?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you get somebody else. Get somebody else to hold the nail. That's how you do it. What does the old lass do, then?
The wife and looks after the 2 children.
2 kids?
Yeah.
What's the names?
Kathleen and Thomas.
Very, very nice. Who's going to play first?
I am.
You take the front seat, you sit behind. Let's meet the next contestants.
And our next Every Second Counts couple, Paul, are Paul and Sue Isaacson from Milton, Cambridgeshire.
What does your lady do?
Sue, my darling wife, is a full-time housewife, mother of 3 children.
Hang on, you're making somebody sick up there. Is that your family in, is it?
Well, I shouldn't think so, because they're not allowed to come in.
Oh, no. What does he do?
This is Paul, my husband.
Yeah.
He works in a bank at Edinburgh's Hospital.
Oh, it's a blood bank. They can get it out of a stone. Who's going to play first?
I am.
You take the front seat, you sit behind. Let's meet the next contestants.
And our next Every Second Counts couple, Paul, are Carlo and Elaine Mullen from Warrington, Cheshire.
Welcome to the show. You all right? Yes, you were a bit worried about shaking hands there, weren't you?
Didn't want to leave go.
Didn't want to leave go? Are you nervous?
No.
What does your lady do?
She's a housewife.
Yeah.
And she sells spice rounds at part-time.
A salesperson?
Yes.
Yeah, part-time.
Yeah, my brother's a great salesperson. You want to meet him, he's got lots of good things. That fella could sell an egg beater to Humpty Dumpty's widow. What does he do?
He's contracts engineer.
A contractor. Carlo. Any nicknames?
Yeah, they call him the Mafia. At work. He's a bit...
And he takes out contracts.
Yeah, to kill.
This is a bit worrying, isn't it? Very worrying. But when you say a contractor, what kind of contract work?
I look after all the legal side.
Oh, do you?
The contracts.
Yeah,
Oh,
money.
clever. Ooh, money. Well, we could have a winner here. Ooh, could have. Who's going to play first?
I am.
You take the front seat, you sit behind, and let's have a look at the prizes there. Could be winning on Every Second Counts.
A Rolls-Royce with your very own chauffeur for a day. A complete chef set including apron and hat. All as a luxury weekend in the Champagne region of France. Combined TV and video recorder, plus a mini stereo entertainment centre with CD.
Right on, the game begins. 2 seconds of time for every right answer. Angela, Sue and Elaine are in the driving seats at the moment, right down front. Nothing on the scoreboards because we haven't asked any of these questions which I fondle before me. And we're going to start with Angela O'Brien from Birmingham. 15 kids had Mrs. O'Brien. She's doing fine, but the stock is dying. Right then. And what have we got? Ists. This is ists. This is a list of words ending in ist. All you have to do is hist, and then tell me whether or not we've given them the correct meaning. True or false? That's it, kids. Easy peasy. Angela, a somnambulist is a sleepwalker.
True.
Yes. Sorry, did you nod off then? Yes. Sue, a campanologist does female impersonations.
True.
It's a bell ringer. A campanologist, you know. Them people that leap up and down, blowing and all that, and pull their whatnots to ring the doodads. Right. A numismatist collects coins.
False.
It's true. Well, this game has got off to a grand start. Angela, you are my only hope. A rhinologist studies rhinos.
False.
No. I mean, that's right, yes. He's a nose doctor. Isn't that good? A rhinologist. A funambulist walks tightropes.
True.
Yeah. You...
That was in that one. That brainstorm.
Is that why you do that when you do that? You're not tuning in to somebody who's got the answers by radio. Just got to ask. OK, what's this? An aromatherapist is a coffee grower.
False.
You're absolutely right. It is a person who rubs you all over with scented oils and... Whew. Right. I don't know whether I can read the next one. A pharmacologist studies agricultural land.
True.
A pharmacologist is a person who studies drugs and all that. Never mind, you're in the lead with 8 seconds on the clock. So, girls, you've got to be doing some to catch up with this Angela. Angela is a very positive woman, I'm warning you now. She goes out and gets what she wants, and I'm telling you, I know these things. As a matter of fact, I happen to know that Patrick never even proposed to her. She said to him, no, give me the money, I'll go and buy a ring. It's true, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah, that's the way to get them, girls. Make an oath. That's the way to get them. Right, Sue, on your bike. No, you don't have to go. It says here, on your bike. Because it says, I want you to tell me whether the vehicles mentioned here have 2 wheels or 4 wheels. That is, whether it's a motorbike or a motor car. So if it's a bike, go vroom, vroom. All right? And if it's a motor car, go beep, beep. All right? And a little chicken will go zoom. Right. Norton Manx.
Brum, brum.
Very good. Right. Vincent Black Shadow.
Beep, beep.
Vroom, vroom, and a big one as well. Oh, it's a massive motorbike. Beautiful. Angela. Suzuki Swift.
Beep, beep.
A lucky guess there. I can always tell. Sue Lagonda.
Brum, brum.
Guess who's my only hope again this round? Triumph Bonneville.
Vroom, vroom.
What was...
Get started.
A Triumph Princess.
Beep, beep.
Yeah. Bruff Superior.
Vroom, vroom.
Yes. Honda Civic.
Beep, beep.
Yeah. Ducati.
Vroom, vroom.
A complete round. You are amazing. You are 20 seconds on the clock. Sue and Elaine, you might right now be feeling a bit depressed. Do not feel depressed, because she guessed all of them. Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I did guess.
I did guess.
See, she doesn't know a right hand from a left hand. That's fine now, all right. So, Elaine and Carlo, to break the duck, you have got food and drink, pop music, or films. Which do you want?
Food and drink.
Food and drink. Which nut is used in a satay sauce?
Almond.
Brazil nut.
Cashew.
Hazelnut.
Walnut.
Peanut.
Peanut.
Peanut. 5 seconds go on the clock. Very good answer. Sue and Paul, pop music or films?
Pop music. Pop music.
Pop music. Which group released an album called Achtung, Baby?
Wet, wet, wet. Beatles.
Rolling Stones. Bros.
I can just imagine Bros releasing Achtung, Baby. Yes, Patrick knew, didn't you?
Oh, aye.
Oh, aye. It's you two. You two, OK? Angela and Patrick have been left with films. Who won an Oscar for his role in Hannah and Her Sisters?
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner, Kevin Kline.
John Wayne. Michael Caine.
Yes. Michael Caine for 3 seconds. Yeah. You're still in the lead with 23 seconds on the clock. See what I mean about this woman guessing? All right, Sue, back to you. Greek islands. Now, there's hundreds of them. Some are more well-known than others. Which of the following could you visit, and which did I make up? True or false? Zakynthos.
True.
Been there. Bought a T-shirt. Yeah. Elaine. Thermos.
False.
False. You weren't even sure about that. All right. Angela. Dedlos.
False.
Sue. Patmos.
False.
Apparently there's a place called Patmos. Patmos, I wouldn't have got it. Lesbos.
True.
Yes. Angela. Argos. I would have loved that to have been true. Elaine. Domestos.
False.
False, a lucky guess, yes. Angela. Delos.
False.
It's true, I knew it couldn't last. Elaine. Mospros.
False.
Yeah, that's right, you're on 13. You're on 4, Sue. Angela's still in the lead with 27. We'll give them a big round of applause. They all change places. Alrighty, now the second half of every second counts. And we've got new people in the driving seats. Well, of course we have, you know that. It's Patrick, Paul and Carlo playing for 4 seconds of time. 4 seconds for correct answers, fellas. We're going to start with Paul, sitting on 4. Paul Isaacson. Nicknamed at school, Mick. Yeah?
Yeah, wonder why.
I wonder why. After Mick Jagger and his lips. Yes. Yes. You know why, of course, Mick Jagger's lips are like that, don't you? It's because his mum couldn't afford a pram. And every time she went into Tesco's, she used to just lick his lips and stick him on the window. That's the way it was. Now, Paul, please, not many people know these things. Now, nicknames. Many famous people, Paul, have been given nicknames over the years, either to suit their physical appearances or personality. Here are some nicknames. But are they the real ones? I'm going to give you a name, just say yes or no. So William Whitelaw has been known as Wobbling Willie.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You guessed a bit, but never mind, you got it right. Luciano Pavarotti is known as the Fatum of the Opera.
True.
I know he's fat, but we made it up. Right, Patrick, Edward VII was known as Tum Tum.
False.
It's true, he was. Right, chance for Paul here. Robert Maxwell was known as the Bouncing Check.
True.
Yes. 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 You've taken over as champion guesser from Angela. Britt Ekland is known as the Swedish Scrubber.
True.
Apparently it's a machine for cleaning railway lines in Sweden, you know. Unfortunately, British Rail isn't connected to it. Anyway, there you go. Now you've come to 12, just one behind Carlo on 13, and Patrick's still in the lead with 27 on the clock. Right then, so balls, Paul, is the title of this next round, okay? Balls. This is a list of facts about balls. If you think the fact is true, say ball. If it's not true, say no ball. In snooker and pool, you need to rack your balls.
True.
You can say ball or no ball.
Ball.
Ball, yes, ball if it's true. Carlo, in tennis matches, your balls are kept in a fridge.
Balls.
They are. They have to, they have to be maintained. 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Did you know that?
I didn't know the
We
degrees.
tennis players at Wimbledon, we know all this thing. Now, Patrick, a golf ball has 100 dimples.
True.
It has 400 dimples. Paul, if your balls are red and yellow and my balls are black and blue, we are playing croquet.
Heads. True.
Ball, yes. British golfers have bigger balls than American golfers.
Balls.
No ball. It's the other way around. American golfers have to play with the big ones. Right. Paul, when Kipling played golf at Christmas, he painted his balls red.
True.
Yes, yeah, so he could see them in the snow. Very clever, yes, yes, yes. Now, the Russians left golf balls on the moon.
No ball.
That's right, it was the Americans.
Lack of atmosphere.
I know, but just think how far you could hit one. Hell. And you've seen the size of the holes on the moon. Right. A 10-pin bowling ball has 2 holes.
No ball.
A tennis player can keep his spare balls in his shorts.
Ball.
Yes, can. Put them in the pocket. You're in the lead with 36 on the clock. Right. So now we go to Carlo in the lane on 17. General knowledge, sport or living world?
General knowledge.
Good choice. Which tree grows acorns?
Oak.
There you go. 10 seconds straight away from the lane. Good. Very good. Move along to Patrick and Angela, who have been left with sport and living world.
Yeah. Sport, please.
Sport. At the Barcelona Olympics, who won the men's long jump?
Limpid Christie. Carlos.
Carl Lewis it was. And there you go, 7 seconds. Right on. Okay, Paul and Sue, you've been left with living world. Living world. Which country is home to the Komodo dragon?
China, Hong
China,
Kong,
Singapore,
Japan,
Jamaica.
Indonesia, Malaysia.
Indonesia, you stopped it there on 6 seconds. Brilliant, sir. Very good. And you're still in the lead with 42 seconds on the clock. All right, so now we start with Carlo as we come towards the end of the game, and this is the last round, okay? This is what it's all about, coverings. Coverings. Of the following list of coverings, some would be used to cover the floor, so you would stand on them, all right? Some would be used to cover furniture, so you would sit on them. Just answer stand or sit. Axminster.
Stand.
Yep, because it's carpet. Dandy cord.
Sit.
You stand on it. It's a plastic matting. Paul. Damask.
Stand.
You sit on it. It's silk cloth. Flotaki.
Stand.
It's a rug. You're right. Moquette.
Sit.
That's a thick velvet fabric. Ticking.
Sit.
It's a heavy cotton fabric. You are 1 second in the lead. Brocatel.
Sit.
It's a heavy silk fabric. Aubusson.
Stand.
It's a hand-woven French rug. Kilim.
Stand.
It's a Turkish rug. 55 seconds on the clock. seconds ticked away and every second counts. Brilliant. You'll get watches, you'll get clocks, you know all the rules. Thanks, hope you've had a good day, because, you know, and had a good laugh at us, because we had a good laugh at you. and all that stuff. We're going to play the final game, aren't we? And you're going to have a look at these prizes.
There's the use of a Rolls-Royce for a day to take you shopping at the supermarket or just to cruise round the streets, driven by your very own chauffeur. A complete chef's surprise, a trolley, a set of professional kitchen knives, a pepper mill, plus an authentic chef's apron and silly hat. Or there's a weekend break in France, living in the lap of luxury in your own chateau, sipping the wine of the local region, which just happens to be champagne. A compact personal colour TV with video recorder built in, plus a mini stereo system with CD.
Well, the world of prizes goes very small when you get to our top prize tonight, because it's quite wonderful. It's all miniature, but with great sounds around. And that funny little machine that sits there means you can play VHS cassettes from any standard in the world and watch them on the bus or the train or, you know, while you're doing whatever you're doing. It's great, isn't it? Yeah. It's a grand life. What's first, anyway? What's the first prize? A Rolls-Royce for a day. That'll impress the neighbours. Of course, first you've got to pick a category, you know that. Categories I've got on offer are fiction or weapons.
Fiction.
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 Yeah.
OK, fiction it is. All the following names are either crime writers or fictional detectives or fictional villains. All right? Clever, that. You tell me which is which. I'm going to give you a name, and you tell me whether it's writer, detective, villain. 4 lights to go out. I start with Elaine, and your time starts now. P.D. James.
Writer.
Jane Marple.
Detective.
Professor Moriarty.
Writer.
Dr. No.
Villain.
Hercule Poirot.
Villain.
Leslie Charteris.
Writer.
That's it, you put them all out. Well, you surprised me there on that one. So, anyway, you've got the Rolls-Royce, and you're away for a day, being posh, you know, and don't forget to learn this out of the window, you know.
I'm good at that.
You're good at that, are you? Yeah. All right, now, pretty good start. You've got 4, and you're off on the way around the prize. Now, what's next? Now, that kitchen unit up there is really good. You can stand behind that and chop everything up, and it's great. It's got holes in it for everything. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Really good.
I'm a useless cook.
Pardon?
I'm a useless
I
cook.
was talking to him, not you. Right. OK, here we go. Category time. 40 seconds left on the clock. Would you like pantomime or more films?
Panto.
Panto? Did you go to one this year?
No.
Oh, I did. Great, I like pantomime. All the following words are associated with panto. You just tell me whether the panto they are associated with is Aladdin, or Cinderella, or Dick Whittington. Right. You'll get this. Oh, yes, you will. Oh, yes, you will. All right, then. So I'm going to give you a word, a phrase, something associated with Aladdin, Cinderella, Whittington. 40 seconds left on the clock. 5 lights to put out. We start with Elaine now. Prince Charming.
Cinderella.
Cat.
Whittington.
Glass slipper.
Cinderella.
Lamp.
Aladdin.
Abanaza.
Oh, Aladdin.
Yes. And you have got yourself the Rolls-Royce for this. And now you've got that butcher set. The table, the knives, the pepper mill, the apron, the hat, it's, oh, great. You can even take up cooking, Elaine, now, can't you? Yeah. Mind you, Carlo. Carlo is a good name for the chef, eh? Carlo. But we're going to move on. Hopefully you'll leave that behind and go off for a weekend in a champagne chateau. Now, you've got 30 seconds left on the clock. You've got to choose a category. Can you go all the way? I don't know. But your categories are games or fruit.
Fruit.
Fruit. All the following are either types of apples, or they are types of oranges, or they are types of pears. You decide which is which, and you answer apple, orange, pear. You've got 6 lights to put out. We start with Carlo. You're down to 30 seconds. The pressure's on, and it starts with you, Carlo. Now, Bramley.
Apple.
Tangerine.
Orange.
Granny Smith.
Apple.
Conference.
Pear.
Cox.
Apple.
Worcester.
Pear.
Satsuma.
Orange.
Yeah, that was it. I don't know, it might even whisk you off to a champagne chateau. Nice that, eh? Very romantic weekend. I can see you now, you know. Be very nice. What are you going to play for? Oh, we're there. That mini stack really punches out the sound. You get a personal TV and video combined in the one unit. Super. And I hope you don't win it, because I might get it. All right. Let's choose a category and let's go for it. Night and day and love match. Night and day and love match.
Yeah.
Night and day.
Night and day, you are the one. This is a list of words which can be followed by the word night or by the word day. But some of these words can be followed by both night and day. All right?
Yeah.
So I'll give you the word, and you just think, what can follow that? Night, day, both. 7 lights to put out. Starting with Elaine, your time starts now. Bonfire.
Night.
Mothers.
Day.
Cloudy.
Night.
Stag.
Night.
Flag.
Day.
Christmas.
Night.
Moonlit.
Day.
Birth.
Day.
First.
Night.
Hen.
Night.
Fathers.
Day.
Our winners are carrying home these 2 superb home entertainment centres, a personal TV with built-in video recorder, plus a mini stereo system with CD.
You don't know, but you only have 1 second. 1 second. Thank you for playing so very well on this game. And if you've enjoyed it at home, watch again. 1 second, but then every second counts. Bye for now. Bye-bye.